My sister's kid threw my grad cake on the ground and told me to eat it. Then everything changed. The cake hit the patio. Towels, white frosting exploded across stone. Blue letters smeared into nothing. My nephew Liam grinned wide, 10 years old. Sticky fingers. Eat it off the ground, Aunt Riley. The whole family laughed. My sister Claire laughed loudest, voice high and sharp. I stood there, knife in hand. Sun hot on my neck. Camera flash. Their joy echoed cruel. I set the knife down, untied the apron, walked out, no words. Just the crunch of gravel undershoes. That sound stayed with me. I knew something they didn't. The night wasn't over. It had just begun. The backyard had looked perfect. String lights glowed gold, tables draped in white linen. Barbecue smoke curled lazy, charcoal scent thick in the air. Claire sat center stage. New sundress, floral print, hair pinned high with pearl clips. Liam perched beside her, crown prince in a mini polo. I carried the cake myself. Baked it at 3 a.m., 3 layers. Vanilla sponge. Blue butter. Congrats. Riley, MBA. Letters piped neat. I placed it careful, edge of the main table. Paper plates stacked nearby. Condensation dripped from soda cans. Someone bumped it. Then again, no one cared. I stared too long. It looked small, ignored, familiar, the way I'd always felt. Guests arrived in waves. Aunts in pastel dresses. Uncles with beer bellies. Claire's coworkers from the marketing firm. They hugged her first. Your mom must be proud. Claire beamed. She should be. Mom nodded. Hand firm on Claire's shoulder. Red nails matching her lipstick. I stood apart. Black gown folded in my trunk. Diploma still warm in its tube. No one asked to see it. No one asked about Seattle. The job offer from Northwest Analytics. The full ride scholarship I'd earned. I smiled when spoken to. Said thank you. Kept count of the minutes. 37 until the cake. 42 until the shoved out Liam ran up. Sneakers, scuffing stone, eyes bright with mischief. Mom says you only got the degree to brag. Laughter rippled. Aunt Linda covered her mouth. Uncle Tom slapped his knee. Mom didn't stop him. Claire hid her smile behind a wine glass. Stem crystal. Red liquid swirling. I swallowed hard. Thought of every shift at the campus library. Every night I studied while they slept. Every dollar I sent home for Claire's car payment. For Liam's summer camp. For Mom's emergencies. The roof repair. The cruise deposit. The orthodontist. I thought love was sacrifice. Now it looked like a joke. A punchline delivered by a child. The shove came fast. Liam's hand flat against the plate. Cake tipped slow. Porcelain shattered sharp. Frosting splattered my shoes. White on black leather. Gasps rose. Then laughter again. Louder, crueler. Mom's voice light and amused. Oh, Riley, don't be dramatic. I froze. Knife handle slick in my palm. Metal warm from my grip. No one told Liam no. Dad scrolled his phone. Thumb flicking, endless. I untied the apron slow. Cotton strings rough. Folded it once, twice. Placed it on the chair. Walked toward the gate. Laughter followed. Like music from a party I wasn't invited to. Gate latch clicked cold. I didn't look back. I drove home in silence. Rain started soft. Seattle mist, turning heavy. Windshield wipers beat steady. Thump thumped, thump thumped. My apartment smelled of coffee grounds and cardboard. Boxers half-packed. New job in Portland. Start Monday. Senior data analyst. $95K base. Signing bonus. I dropped keys on the counter. Metal clinked loud. Phone buzzed. Mom, we've decided to cut contact. Stay away from the house. From Liam. Claire reacted with a red heart. I stared at the screen. Reflection glowed back.com/dry-eyed. No tears. Just clarity. I opened my laptop. Blue light harsh. Cursor blinked patient. I typed one line. Removing my name from all joint accounts tomorrow. Effective immediately. Sent to the family group chat. Phone face down. Screen went black. Rain softened outside. Pattering gentle on the fire escape. Silence didn't feel like loss. It felt like space. Room to breathe. Morning light cut clean. Seattle gray and sharp. I brewed coffee. French press hissed. Bitter aroma filled the kitchen. Steam curled hot. I sipped slow. Phone exploded. Missed calls, 32 texts, 78 group chat on fire. Mom, you're ruining us. Claire, Liam's camp deposit bounced. How could you? Dad, call me now. Aunt Linda, this is disgraceful. Not one acknowledgement. I scrolled slow. Each message a brick in the wall they'd built. I dressed quiet, gray sweater soft, jeans dark, hair tied, back tight. Drove downtown, green First Bank, glass doors reflected sky, clouds moving fast. Mr. Chen waited inside. Consultation room, pale blue walls. Fern in the corner, leather chairs creaked soft. He slid papers across the oak table. Joint accounts, consigned loans. Your name on everything. I nodded. Remove me. Effective now. He didn't blink. You sure? This severs all ties. I was pen scratched smooth. Ink black and final. Each signature cut a string. Mortgage supplement. Claire's SUV. Mom's credit line. Stamp thudded heavy. Red ink bold. Done, he said. Credit frozen. Liabilities released. Confirmation emailed. I folded the letter. Slid it into my bag. Paper crisp. Weight lifted. Shoulders too. Chest to dot. I stopped at the cafe on the corner. Bell jingled soft. Barista smiled. Usual. Large latte. Oat milk. I nodded. Paid with my own card. No co-signer, no guilt. Foam warm on my lips. I sat by the window, watched people rush, umbrellas black, rain streaking glass, for the first time. Silence wasn't absence. It was presence mine. That evening I cooked alone. Pasta water hissed soft, garlic sizzled golden. Butter melted slow. Apartment smelled of home, not obligation. Phone buzzed again. Claire Bank froze my cards. Liam's camp deposit bounced. What did you do? I read twice. Typed come, stopped paying for laughter, for cake on the ground. Sent, set phone down, screen dimmed. I ate at the table. Fork scraped ceramic, tomato sauce rich, basil sharp, silence wrapped warm. Not empty, full. The kind you choose. 3 days passed quiet. I packed the last box, labeled it Portland, books heavy, clothes folded neat, diploma framed careful. Bubble wrap crinkled, then the knock came, sharp, relentless, 3 pounds, pause, 3 more. Video intercom glowed blue. Mom and Claire outside, faces twisted under porch light. Mom's coat damp from rain. Claire's eyes red. Mascara smudged. Opened the door, Riley. Now, pounding echoed hollow. Neighbors peeked from curtains. Mrs. Alvarez across the hall. Mr. Kim below. I turned on recorder, red light steady, dialed 911. Quiet. Whispered calm. 2 people refusing to leave my apartment, yelling, pounding, dispatcher voice even, family. Today they're trespassers. Sirens, distant, then close. Red and blue lights, painted walls, flashing rhythmic. 2 officers approached, polite, badges glinted. Ma'am, private property. You need to leave. Mom shouted. Voice cracking. She's my daughter. She destroyed us. Our credit. Liam's future? Officer raised hand, gentle. Leave or be removed. Claire sobbed loud. My car, my life, my baby needs camp. She clutched a crumpled camp flyer. Ink running from rain. I watched through camera. Guilt brushed light. Fleeting, then faded. Frosting on pavement. Laughter sharp. Knife in my hand. Silence won. It always does. They left under flashing lights. Mom's heels clicked angry. Claire's sobs faded down the stairwell. Footsteps heavy, defeated. Door closed, soft behind the officers. I saved the recording. Labeled it careful. Boundaries, June 12th, 2025, timestamped encrypted. That night city breathed below. Light streaked wet asphalt, neon reflected in puddles. I stood by window, phone silent, for the first time in years. Silence wasn't weakness. It wasn't surrender. It was the sound of doors closing, locks clicking, freedom settling. Facebook post appeared next morning. Mom's page. Bold text. Public setting. Some children forget who raised them. Riley stole our future, our home, our stability. Comments poured fast. Aunt Linda, ungrateful, after all we sacrificed. Cousin Mark, shame on her. Old high school friend, wait, the cake girl. I stared at the screen. Coffee cooled beside me. Old me would panic, right? Paragraphs, beg belief. New me breathed slow. Opened work email, short, professional. Team, ignore online noise. Personal matter resolved. Appreciate privacy and focus. Riley is sent to all 32 colleagues. Closed laptop. Truth doesn't shout. It waits. Patient, undeniable, .bank, letter, arrived. Sealed. Gold embossed, heavy stock. Miss Riley Thompson fully released from all joint liabilities. Accounts closed. Credit protected. I traced the seal. Cool, underfingers. Wax smooth. Pinned it beside my diploma on the wall. Pushpin clicked soft. 2 proofs. Side by side, effort, freedom. The wall looked balanced. Finally. Claire texted weeks later. Liam asks about you. He misses his aunt. Attachment photo of Liam, gap-toothed grin. Holding a drawing. Stick figure with cake. I read twice. Zoomed in. The figure had no face. Set phone down. No reply. Some doors stay closed. Some wounds don't need reopening. Portland office smelled new. Fresh paint. Dark roast coffee. My desk by window. View of the Willamette River. Water gray and steady. Team greeted warm. Heard you built the logistics optimization model. I nodded. Night classes. Double shifts. For years. They listened. No comparison. No laughter. Just respect. I led the first meeting. Voice steady. Numbers sharp. Slides clean. Silence in the room was focus. Not absence. Not judgment. The model projected 18% efficiency gain. CEO nodded approval. Riley, your lead on phase 2. I smiled small. Real. The kind that starts inside. Months blurred into rhythm. Yoga at dawn. River runs at dusk. Friends who asked questions. Who listened. Alina brought wine on Fridays. Marcus teased about my cactus collection. They're low maintenance. Like you. I laughed. First real one in years. Sound brightened my apartment. Plants on the sill. Books on the shelf. No co-signed anything. No emergencies. No guilt trips. 1 year later, Seattle visit. Hotel rooftop. Claire had texted, neutral ground, please. I went. Not for them. For closure. City lights shimmered gold below. Wind cool on skin. Table for 2. Claire arrived alone, dressed simple. Hair down, no makeup. Liam's with mom. I nodded, sat, ordered water, sparkling. She fidgeted. Napkin twisted. I was wrong. Voice small. About the cake. The money. Everything. I waited. Silence stretched. Not weapon now. Just space. Liam doesn't remember, she said, but I do. Every laugh, I sipped water. Bubbles sharp. Good. She blinked. You're not forgiving me. Not today. She nodded slow. Eyes wet. I understand. Bill came. I paid. Stood. Take care. Claire. Walked away. Heels steady on marble. Elevator dinged soft. Doors closed. Silence in the descent was peace. The kind you earn. Back in Portland, new project launched. Model live. Savings grew. Apartment mine. No no strings. I framed the bank letter, hung it beside the diploma. Third proof protection. Dad called once, voice older. Your mom's in therapy. Claire too. I listened. Good. He paused. Proud of you, kid. Line went quiet. I hung up. No tears. Just breath. I used to think family was forever. Blood thicker than choice. I learned different. Legacy isn't what they give. It's what you keep, what you build, what you protect. I kept my name, my worth, my future. The cake on the ground was the last thing they took. Everything after was mine. Brick by brick. Dollar by dollar. Silence by silence. The laughter still echoes sometimes. Late at night. When the city quiets, but now it's distant. Faded, like a song from another life. I closed the window. Brew tea. Steam curls gentle. The apartment smells of chamomile and cedar. My plants thrive. My models run flawless. My credit score perfect. My boundaries ironclad. I used to believe love meant giving until empty. Now I know it means building until full. The cake was just sugar and flour. The real sweetness was walking away. Choosing me every time. If you've ever walked away from laughter that cut too deep, from family that measured love and sacrifices you never agreed to, share your story below. You're not alone.